Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind, fast.
Hi there, peace unto you. My name is Rashida Ali and welcome to Rashida TV, a place to be to gain practical tools on how to create tranquility in your heart. Now, in today's episode, we will be talking about something very important, which is empathy. Now, a lot of us hear about, empathizing with people. Whenever something happens, you say, oh, why don't you have empathy for that person? Now, what really is empathy? And, how long can we empathize with people for? And also, a very important question, can we really empathize with people? Well, I'll be talking about these few things in this video today. Now, firstly, what is empathy? Empathy can be when you try to relate to other people's feelings and when you try to walk in that person's shoes, like trying to feel what they feel. Now, you don't have to actually know someone or be, like close relatives with someone in order to empathize with them. And you don't really have to have gone through that particular thing that person is going through to be able to empathize with them. So just little things like if someone is going through an emotion, just being able to relate to that particular feeling they have. So let's say an example, someone has an accident and they're in pain. So you don't have to actually have an accident before you can empathize with that person. So just trying to relate to the pain they are feeling, because that they're going to be in pain, they're being hurt. So that way you will be able to understand how they're feeling and be able to put yourself in their position and try to empathize with them and help them as much as you can. We can empathize with our husbands or our wives. We can empathize as a leader at work. You can empathize with your colleagues. You can empathize with your parents. So just empathy can be with anyone, and it doesn't it could be with someone you've never met. So just hearing their stories, like knowing what they've gone through and just trying to relate to that situation and put yourself in their shoes, you could try and feel for them and try and help them as much as you can. Now, there's always this, question about how long can we empathize with people for? Like, when, sometimes when something happens to someone, you kind of think, well, why are they still grieving, or why can't they get on with whatever the problem is? But then, when you look at it, everyone has a journey they're going to walk through whenever they have a problem. Everyone's time is different. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone's recovery journey is different as well. So sometimes when you see people, as much as you want to empathize with them, you don't want to be in a situation whereby you kind of come out as being like trying to tell them to, just say for example, get on with what's going on, like move on. You've been through this and I think you should be able to move on. Just little things like that, because that's not really empathizing with them. Because as much as you want to put yourself in their shoes, you have to understand that the way you're gonna react to that situation is absolutely different from the way they are gonna react to that situation. So once we have that in mind, we will be able to have that extra patience with anyone the extra patience with anyone we're trying to empathize with. So how can we support people that are in this kind of situation? Like, what can we do to help them? So just little things like, always asking them how exactly do they need help? Like, what exactly do they want you to do? And also, always remembering that whenever they're going through whatever problems they have, it could be like a roller coaster. So they could feel better today and then tomorrow they could feel worse. So having patience, is really important. Like, just trying to, you wouldn't feel like, well, I thought you had gotten over that. Why are you still, mourning, and why are you still grieving? Or just get on with it. Things like that we should try not to say to them. And then also, just trying to not force them to talk if they don't want to talk. So, sometimes some people just, they don't want to talk, or if they want to talk, just trying to listen to them. So just respecting their emotions, whatever it is, and not forcing them to kind of like do what you actually want them to do. Another way to help them is to find, friends or loved ones that could also support them. So, for example, you might feel, well, I'm like the closest person to that person, and I think I'm the one that can support them, but actually it might not be the case. You might actually be the one that is causing much of a problem for them. So just giving them that space and finding somebody else that can support them, finding another support network for them, that would really help them to get over whatever is the problem. And then obviously when they feel better, they can come back to talk to you about whatever the situation was. And also, not giving up on them, because, sometimes you can feel like, well, I called you and you didn't pick up the phone, or I've been here, you're not saying anything. So just patience and perseverance is really the key, because it might take a long time for them to actually recover from whatever the situation is. So to really help them, you have to really have a lot of patience. Well, I hope this has helped, and now I would love to hear from you. I'd love to know what ways you're using to empathize with the people. It could, your loved ones or people you don't even know. Don't forget to leave a comment below. But did you like this video? Then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please share with your friends and families. Remember, having tranquility in your heart is the key ingredient to having a successful and a happy life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Rashida TV.
Coming home in the evening, each day much on my mind.